Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Ness We Trust here. So I promised you guys I would be uploading some more content, so here it is. The only reason there hasn't been a video up in the last couple of days is because I was trying to get ready for all the Destiny DLC and whatnot, get all the stuff prepared, go through all three of my characters, and yeah, so let's see where to start. Trials of Osiris. This is going to be a Trials of Osiris match. As you guys saw, I inspected the enemy team. Just a tip, something that you guys should always do before the game starts so that you guys can go into the match prepared, at least knowing what the enemy is packing as far as their primary, secondary, and maybe even heavy go. Heavy is interchangeable. Some people like to switch to truth on the heavy round because we all know what the truth does. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background. I have just an update. I have played, I think, 5 runs of the Trials of Osiris, so 9 matches each or whatever without the 2 wins buff. We have not dropped a match yet. When I say we, it's whoever I'm playing with. I've ran it with a couple different people. This match in particular, I am running with TCG Vaccine and my little brother TGB Era. And yeah, so we have not lost a match yet to anybody. I think we've only had like 1 match that was even remotely close out of like the 45 that we've played, so not too challenging, but I'll get into that in a second. As far as this game goes and the changes that they've made, I think that they have made changes in the right direction for Destiny. You guys know me, I'm not very I try not to be a very negative person. I try to be, try to look at the upside of things and try to if I do give criticism, normally I try to counteract it with something that they can do to something right that they did, or something in the step in the right direction, things like that. I think that they have made some progress. They have gotten rid of some stupid ideas, some stupid stuff that didn't really work out, and that's why I think that people need to understand that Bungie/Activision, with this game, this is definitely trial and error for them, as we've kind of seen with the implementation of what were they, not the marks, the commendations, like the Crucible and Vanguard commendations that you had to use to buy gear and whatnot. They already scratched that entire idea. I think that, which was a good thing. Those things were stupid and they should have never been implemented in the first place, but as I said, I think that it is a learning process with them, and they're testing out what works, what doesn't work, things like that. I'm just referring to, obviously, like more like PvE stuff right now. They don't really know how to classify the game. In a recent interview with the developers with Activision, they were referring to it as like as an MMO, or not an MMO, as an RPG shooter. And then, they kind of stepped back on the RPG aspect. They asked them a question. They're like, well, it's more like just a shooter. And then, they question them with stuff like, well, you guys have open world, and you guys have, you can make clans, and there's like 6v6 raids and stuff. That sounds like a MMO. And then they kind of say, well, it's a shooter with some MMO aspects, but some RPG aspects as well. It's only an MMO because you share a world with people, but it's mainly a shooter. And it's kind of just like, they're just kind of like backtracking. Destiny is this whole like identity in itself. It's not really an MMO. It's not really an RPG. It's a shooter with, some of those things. So I could see where they kind of struggle. Right here, I think Vaccine and my brother tried to contest the heavy, and then they end up getting picked off, so they leave me to 1v3. But I have a Fury, so it's not too much of a problem. So I think that it's definitely a trial and error thing, and I think that, in my opinion, even though this is, some ways off, long way off, I think that Destiny 2 will be a lot better, because they don't have to go through all these hardships of, testing out what works and what doesn't work, etc., etc. So I can't really fault them for a lot of this type of stuff. I think that for what it is, they've done a pretty decent job. Yes, Destiny could have been so much more. Yes, Destiny could be so much better than it is. But like I said, I think it's more of a thing where this is their first time working on something like this together, and it's going to take a little bit, Right there you see the 10 kill streak. And Trials, pretty good. I think that, like I said, they have made some steps in the right direction, definitely, with some of the changes that they've made. Right here we go down and lose the round. That's okay, though. I kind of played that poorly, and I missed some thorn shots right there at the end. As far as if there's enough content to keep me playing. You know, if there was a raid, I think it would be, which brings me to the next point with the Prison of Elders. I think the idea of Prison of Elders was pretty good. I think that the mechanics and things like that they introduced actually exceeded my expectations. I thought it was going to be pretty lame, to be honest with you. I thought it was just going to turn into like some strikes or something like that. But it was actually pretty decent. Very, very unfortunate to see that the content that is supposed to be hard, you know, quote unquote, is not actually hard. The raids, you know, everybody found cheese for that. Anything that is supposed to be remotely difficult in this game or challenging to a player, there's always cheese for. And the level 35 Prison of Elders is no exception with that. Right here, that's hilarious. We literally just Titan slammed over each other's heads. It's like leapfrog. The level 35 Prison of Elders is a joke. Yeah, the last boss is supposed to be hard. You have some decently leveled people with some decent gear, and Galahorns, you just clear it instantly. It's like actually hilarious. So that's a damn shame. There's just no content that is actually hard. By the way, I picked up that Titan helmet that you see me wearing there, that new exotic. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on that, my thoughts on that. I was thinking about doing it. But yeah, I mean, overall the game is going in the right direction. I'm going to be uploading some more content, giving you guys my thoughts more in depth. This was just a general video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you guys need any help with Trials of Osiris, just message me. I've been helping a couple of my subscribers do it. So yeah, anyways, more videos to come, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.